what is the best way to do everything you want to do in Magic Kingdom. We are both Disney experts and we're going head to head today to see who can ride the most in Magic Kingdom in one day.
I'm nervous.
You're going down.
I'm scared.
Best of luck. But you're going down.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, so Emma and I are trying to get through everything we can in Magic Kingdom today. The goal is to ride everything, see every show, do the most things. Now it has to be things that are actually listed as an attraction, so like the parade doesn't count, that kind of thing. And also we did agree to start in 2 separate places to make 100% sure that our strategies would be different. After that, it's free reign though. I have no idea where she'll be. She has no idea where I'll be. I am starting in Tomorrowland this morning because I did pull a very, very early boarding group for Tron Light Cycle Run, the newest attraction in Disney World. I pulled boarding group number 3, which could get called at any moment. It might already be called. So I'm coming over here to hopefully get on Space Mountain relatively quickly. And then I'll have to ride Tron. And I'll tell you why in just a second.
Okay, friends, we are here. The rope was just dropped. We were running a few minutes behind. I got caught at security. So we are not as far in front of the rope as we would have wanted to be. First mistake of the day for me. So I'm headed to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train right now. I don't know if this is a mistake, but we are not utilizing individual lightning lanes today. We are only using Genie Plus. So I'm gonna have to wait at some point for it. I guess now's that time. Okay, it's already saying 75 for Seven Dwarfs. I am uber nervous about this decision. Normally I would go to Adventureland and try to get those knocked out, but I went with a Jungle Cruise lightning lane this morning because I had anticipated on being here earlier. And sometimes that's just how your plans have to fluctuate. They will change. So I'm rolling with the punches. We're gonna see how this goes.
I am not a Disney World Resort guest today, which means I do not have access to early theme park entry. Resort guests can enter the theme parks 30 minutes before the parks open. In Magic Kingdom, they have access to Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. So typically, I don't actually choose to rope drop Tomorrowland because resort guests have already been here. Lines have already been building up for about 30 minutes. However, because that's Tron, I still can hopefully get on Space Mountain in a reasonable amount of time to be able to make it worth it. Now the line does look long. Oh boy. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and then I don't have to worry about it later. Space Mountain is a roller coaster attraction. It is indoor, very dark. You hurtle through space. It's a very, very popular one. It is a very rickety one. I don't love it because of how rickety it is, but the darkness does make it extra thrilling. It's got a 30-minute wait right now, so we'll see how long that wait actually is.
All right, no, I'm really rolling with the punches because I'm changing my plan. Seven Dwarfs will save me for the end of the night. The line is all the way back. The cast member said it absolutely would be 75 minutes. So I'm gonna ditch this plan. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go to Peter Pan's Flight. That's another one that can get a crazy high wait time and is really valuable for lightning lanes. And hopefully I can get through it and not have to waste the lightning lane on it. We'll see. Okay, we made it in line for Peter Pan's Flight. I have low morale, y'all. I can't even lie. This feels like a bad decision. At least made it inside the darling house. While I don't love that I'm having to wait a hot minute for Peter Pan, I will say this is one of my favorite queues. It is interactive. You can see your shadow and you can see Tink flying around their bedroom. So it's at least cute and a fun time if you are waiting in this line. Okay, here we go. Ugh.
28 minutes later, I am at boarding for Space Mountain. Ooh.
Come on, everybody, here we go!
And off Space Mountain, honestly, super fun ride on Space. I haven't ridden that one on the so they use one side for lightning lane, Genie Plus lightning lane, skip the line people, and they use the other side for the regular queue most of the time. I've mostly ridden this with lightning lane recently, so I haven't ridden the regular side. I feel like it's more fun. I don't know, maybe that makes no sense. This is great because you actually exit Space Mountain into the Tron gift shop now. And our Tron Light Cycle Run virtual queue boarding group was called. Tron Light Cycle Run is the newest attraction in Disney World. It is a launched roller coaster where you ride on a light cycle based on the Tron movies. It is actually very fun. It's on the short side, but I think it's a blast. It is currently only rideable if you pay to skip the line with an individual lightning lane, or if you get a virtual queue. Virtual queue boarding groups are typically able to be grabbed at 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. Occasionally there's an extra one in the evening for extended evening hours guests. When you snag that virtual queue, you gotta be right on at 7. They can go very quickly. The 1 p.m. drop, they go a little slower, but you still want to be as close to the time as possible to grab it. This morning I woke up early, 7 a.m. The first thing I did before I purchased Genie Plus or any of that was I waited for 7 and I got my Tron virtual queue. I did get boarding group 3, which is obviously one of the very first ones. And my boarding group was called at 8:45 before I was even able to get into Tomorrowland because of early entry. Now, my boarding group is being called. I get to head this way, hop in this line, and head to Tron. Now I technically do have a little bit more time. However, you have to be up at the front of Tron and scanning in before your virtual queue expires. They will not let you in if you are late. You have a 15-minute grace period, but they absolutely will not let you in if you are late. So it's best to err on the side of caution and go as early as you can. Alright, it was a good time to come over here because even with that 15-minute grace period, I only had 7 more minutes before I would not have been able to ride Tron. So I thought about doing another ride. I'm glad I did not do that.
We're off Peter Pan. Peter Pan's a fun little high-in-the-sky flying ride that's inside, and it takes you through the story of Peter Pan. It's cute, it's fun, one of my classic faves, although I would not recommend waiting in a long line for it now, unfortunately, because Tron virtual queue messes me up every time I try to use it with strategy. We are gonna head over to Tomorrowland because I only have 30 minutes left until my virtual queue ends over there and I cannot miss it. So here we go to Tron. Also, I would like to add that my first lightning lane that I pulled for the day, which is Jungle Cruise, also starts in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna hopefully do Tron and then come back and do Jungle Cruise. The strategy is dying today, my friends. I'm just trying to get those numbers up. We've made it over to Tomorrowland to check out Tron Light Cycle Run. This is the newest roller coaster here in Disney World where you get to sit on a bike and go into the grid just like in the movie Tron. Y'all, it is already so warm. I don't even know if I have sunglasses. I was trying to get out the door this morning. I threw everything in this bag. The one thing I do know that I have in this bag is this camera that I'm filming on right now and my lunchbox because I get hungry. And we are gonna meet up throughout the day, but I don't want to feel like I need to stop for something else. It's so hot. I may or may not have sunglasses. It's gonna be a warm one, so thanks for reminding me.
Tron, done. Hopefully our longest line of the day. It was a 15-minute wait, even with the virtual queue. So just a heads up that can happen. But we are off, and we're moving on to whatever's next. Gotta go back to the lockers and get my stuff, because on Tron, you have to leave most of your stuff in lockers, but they're in the queue, it's pretty easy. Absolutely a blast. I recommend trying it. Most seats are relatively uncomfortable. If you are nervous about that, make sure to try to test your seat before getting on the attraction, and make sure you leave enough time with your virtual queue to do so.
Okay, I made it to the bikes. It took me about 45 minutes to get here, so just kind of add that into your day if you're going to come to Tron and be prepared for that wait.
I actually am going to do something wild right now. I'm going to ride Astro Orbiter. So typically this would not be my choice, but wait times have started to go up. That first hour or two of the park day is over, so wait times are going to start to get up into their normal place. I've got my lightning lane at Jungle Cruise soon, so I'm going to be heading over to do that relatively soon, but I have a little bit of downtime to kill, and Astro Orbiter can spike up to like 40 minutes and stay up like that as the day goes long. So it's opposed to 20 right now. It looks like it's about 20. I'm gonna knock out Astro Orbiter.
Just got off of Tron, second ride of the day. It's only 10:18. It's not great, but we're figuring it out. Also, don't get sunburn on your stomach before you ride Tron. Unrelated to me, but just so you know. My sunburned stomach hurts. I went to the pool yesterday. It doesn't matter. You don't care about any of this, but just be aware that that's something new I discovered today. So take that as you will. So unfortunately, my Jungle Cruise lightning lane ends in about 10 minutes. And of course you do have about a 15-minute grace period once that time officially ends. However, I really don't want to have to utilize that, so I'm gonna head straight to Jungle Cruise just so that way I don't risk it and then figure out my plan from there.
Made it up to Astro Orbiter, which is a Dumbo style attraction where it picks you up and goes around, but it is on top of a building and it's faster and it tilts, so it's a little more thrilling. I was pretty scared of heights, so she's pretty scared of this one. Also, it has been 2 hours past park opening. We'll talk a little bit more about Genie, but that is when I could book my next Genie Plus attraction, and I went ahead and booked Peter Pan's Flight because it's the furthest one out and I don't want to get stuck in a long line for that one.
Okay, I've made it now to Adventureland. We've done 3 lands already. We are just going crazy, but I feel good. We're getting there. The initial rope drop anxiety has faded, and now we're just in work mode, because that's what this is. Sometimes when it comes to writing things in Magic Kingdom, it does feel a little bit like a job, but like a fun job. Obviously it's my job, but even when I would come as a guest, and even when I come with my friends and family now, I have all these strategies. I love to do it. I love to plan, and it does feel like a job, but one that you want to do. This is a ride where you get into a boat and the skipper takes you through the different jungles of the world, through the different rivers and different waterways all around the world. It's a 3-month journey. That's a joke, obviously, but this ride is full of jokes. It's very funny, and it's a Disney classic. So here we go. Okay, we laughed, we cried. Skipper Dave was great. Now I'm gonna head over to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad because it says it's only a 30-minute wait and everything else is getting pretty up there, but that's one of the more popular rides here. Plus, if I do that and the Frontierland Shootin' Arcade while I'm there, Frontierland will be done and I don't have to worry about going back that way.
Okay, that's 3 of the Tomorrowland attractions. I am starting to feel like it's getting a little crowded here in Tomorrowland, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and head over towards Adventureland. Right now, I am trying to modify my Peter Pan's Flight Lightning Lane for earlier. I originally got one that was after 3. I've gotten it to 2:05. I would love to get one that's even earlier, like really soon, because that would be great to be able to book another Lightning Lane. Honestly, what I might do is I might go ahead and grab Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. That one is, of course, one that you don't really have to worry about waiting in a line most of the time. If there is a line, I won't be doing it, but if there's not a line, I might go ahead and grab it. My Lightning Lane doesn't start for Jungle Cruise for another like 10 minutes, and I don't have to ride at the beginning of it because I already waited a 2-hour cooldown and was able to book a new Lightning Lane. So, yep, we've got a line for Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. It's a 15-minute wait, but a 15-minute wait nonetheless. Probably means I would not get into the next show. I don't have time for that. We got a lot to do today, so I'm gonna move on, see if I can grab something else. Not quite sure what yet, but definitely getting hot, definitely getting busy.
Alrighty, we made it over to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It is still saying 30 minutes. Fingers crossed we zoom through this one. There's gonna be a lot of wait times right now that I believe will drop throughout the day, so this is one that I think will get higher. Big Thunder Mountain is a really fun outdoor coaster that promises you the wildest ride in the wilderness. We're gonna put it to the test.
Okay, couple things are catching my eye. Again, I don't need to go to Jungle Cruise quite yet, so I am gonna wait on that. Hall of Presidents, I could go right in if a show is starting, so I'm gonna walk past there, and if a show is starting, I'm gonna go right in. Cinderella and a Visiting Princess also only has a 15-minute wait. Now, typically we don't count characters in ride challenges. However, today it's about who can do the most in Magic Kingdom. So characters are counting as long as they have a set queue and they aren't a roaming character. So Cinderella and a Visiting Princess, which is Princess Elena today, will count for 2 points for me. Hall of Presidents is a stage show that features animatronics of every single U.S. president that has ever served in office. It's honestly very cool. I think it's probably the coolest way that presidential history is preserved in the United States is via robot. So I do actually like this show. It is on the boring side. I think for most people it's not a must-do unless you're a big old history buff, but we are going to see it now because it's required, and on Emma and I's last attempt to ride everything in Magic Kingdom in one day. The only thing we didn't get to was Hall of Presidents, so it can be iffy. So we're gonna see if we can get through it right now, although I don't know how soon a show is starting. So I don't know if this was a good call. Hall of Presidents is not the right call right now. It doesn't begin for another 15 minutes, so I'm skedaddling. I saw the Liberty Bell riverboat pulling up right when I got here. That would be a great one to grab right now if it's still at the dock.
Big Thunder, check. I'm gonna now go to the, hello, I'm dropping the camera. I'm now gonna head to Frontierland Shooting Arcade and get that one knocked out. I will say I'm actually really glad I did this because the wait time is now showing 55. So, and I only waited about 30, which is pretty much what they said it would be. So pleased with that. Wait times are getting high though, so I'm getting to the point where I'm not 100% sure what is the 100% correct decision, and as a perfectionist, I struggle with that. Okay, actually, I'm gonna quickly go to Tom Sawyer Island because we have always counted this in the past, and I have to use the restroom, so I'm gonna go over there. There's almost never a wait for the bathrooms, and then hopefully kind of finesse a 2-in-1 situation.
Just missed it. Okay, I think we're gonna go PhilharMagic Princesses. Start working on Fantasyland. I am scrambling a bit here, which is not great. Hall of Presidents, man. I forgot to say hi to Cynthia. She definitely moved. Cynthia. Hey, girl.
Hello, Emma.
Okay, bye. Yeah, she's like super in a different place.
So we are having to wait to hop on the Tom Sawyer boats river rafts I should say, because we are waiting for the Liberty Bell to pass us. And as somebody who's in a hurry and also impatient, this is like torture because we have to let it get all the way down there before they can load us up. Thank you, Liberty Bell.
All right, according to the app, meeting Cinderella and Princess Elena is still only a 15-minute wait. It is one line for both of them. One line, 2 points. I think that's worth doing. And then we'll probably pop back and do PhilharMagic, which is a 15-minute wait, which just means waiting for the next show usually. But yowza. All right, hopefully the app was correct. Doesn't really look like it was. It's a huge line. Okay, it's reading 45 minutes for Tiana and Rapunzel, but it's still reading 15 for Cinderella and Elena. I don't know how true that is, because this line is all the way back here. Oh my gosh, I am truly stressed.
Okay, we finally made it over to the island. This counts. And don't take my bathroom hack. Almost nobody's ever over here, so don't tell your friends. Like, just keep it between us so that way the lines don't get long over here.
I am making an executive call and saying that that 15-minute is a lie. The line is all the way outside, and typically I've waited 45 minutes from inside. So, failing on that, going to Mickey's PhilharMagic, which is posted 15. So hopefully that's true.
We are back from Tom Sawyer Island. The hack worked beautifully. It was exactly what I needed to happen. Now, unfortunately though, the parade is about to start. So I'm gonna try to get across the street and get over to Country Bear Jamboree or the Shooting Arcade, or maybe both, if I can go fast enough to get across the street.
Okay, I'm not seeing anyone in the indoor queue for PhilharMagic, so this bodes well. Yes, okay, we're gonna go right into the wait area for the actual theater loading. This is great. So, Mickey's PhilharMagic, 10-minute 3D show, absolutely wonderful. It's well air conditioned. It's an adorable show full of Disney music and your favorite Disney characters. Thank you. And it looks like it just must have loaded because this room will get a lot more full. So we're gonna pop in and hopefully get to see PhilharMagic in under 10 minutes.
Okay, so I just walked past Country Bears. There's 12 minutes until the next show. That's just enough time to go shoot at the Frontierland Shooting Arcade and then come back and hopefully just enjoy, some AC for a second.
Out of Mickey's PhilharMagic, a delight as usual. I love the Coco scene. That was great. So now we have about 25 minutes until the lightning lane for Jungle Cruise ends. Interestingly, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad has a posted 25-minute wait right now, which is pretty low for Big Thunder, so I think I'm gonna go try to squeeze that in. Like the virtual queue, lightning lanes do have a 10-minute grace period on the end of them, so I should be okay to be able to eke out Big Thunder and then make it over to Jungle Cruise. I think Festival of Fantasy Parade is starting. Okay. Yeah, Festival of Fantasy Parade is definitely starting. If you ever see that crowds are lined along Frontierland, that's probably because the parade is starting. You could stop and watch it. I love watching parades in Frontierland. There is this little boardwalk, which is a great bypass when those walkways get really busy. The parade and like the castle shows, fireworks, that does not count for our challenge today. It is things that Disney actively lists as attractions and character meet and greets that do have lines, kind of the vibe. So, Big Thunder, here I come. You know what, honestly, it's probably the parade is why the Big Thunder Mountain wait is so low. Parade times, usually there are 2 a day, are a great time to ride some of those more popular attractions because those lines will go down a bit. The line's definitely outside over there, so I am now trapped until the parade passes, so I guess we're locked in.
Okay, there's about 8 minutes until the next show, so time to wait it out, at least for an air conditioning. And also the parade is happening.
Good news, it was 20 minutes, so I'm about to get on Big Thunder and we will have time to make it to Jungle Cruise. Almost the back. It's a lot more intense in the back. But Big Thunder, blast as always. And now we gotta hustle over to Jungle Cruise. I did not bring any sunglasses today. And that was a goober move. Jungle Cruise is the first lightning lane I booked this morning. With Disney Genie Plus, you get to book your very first lightning lane at 7 a.m. And you can book another either after you use that one or after a 2-hour cooldown, and that pattern continues. So Jungle Cruise is typically the lightning lane that fills up the quickest in Magic Kingdom. So I highly recommend booking that one first. Alternatively, Peter Pan's Flight is a great choice. Those are the only 2 lightning lanes I've booked today, is Jungle Cruise and Peter Pan's Flight. I haven't had any luck modifying Peter Pan's Flight. I'm trying to get an earlier time, but I haven't had much luck. So I'm probably just gonna be able to book my next one after another 2-hour cooldown at 1:01. We also have to keep in mind that Emma and I have to meet each other for lunch. It's a mandatory part of the challenge. To make it fair, to make sure that we're having like a fair experiment, we have to eat lunch together. We have to eat lunch at 2 p.m. We're meeting at Columbia Harbor House for a quick lunch, so that way everything's fair. Hey guys, how are you? Have fun today. Now, I did mention that grace period. My lightning lane ended at 12:25. It's now 12:31. There's a 15-minute grace period, luckily though. It is automatic. You don't have to talk to a cast member or anything. If you are less than 15 minutes late, you will be able to scan in with your Genie Plus lightning lane. Same thing for that Tron virtual queue or the virtual queue in the other parks. There's Captain Jack. He's on my list, but I just don't think he's gonna be worth it. Character lines tend to take a while, and there are a lot of character lines in this park where I can meet 2 characters for 1 line. Those are the characters that I'm gonna aim to meet, not necessarily the solo characters. Magic Carpets of Aladdin is obviously on my list, and it has been down all day so far, so we'll be keeping an eye on that. That's a good one that will be pretty easy if we can, if it comes up. Lines don't typically get too long for that one. Jungle Cruise, jokes and boats. That's pretty much the attraction. Lots of puns as your skipper takes you on a journey through the rivers of the world. Very funny. It's about a 20-minute ride, so a bit of a longer one, and definitely a classic Disney attraction.
All right, we hung out with the country bears. There's tons of fun. I sang my favorite songs, and now it's almost time for my next lightning lane of the day, which is Space Mountain. So we are going to start to head over that way. Okay, so I'm passing Prince Charming's Regal Carousel. It's saying it's only 10 minutes. That's probably going to be what it is for the rest of the day. I have about 5 minutes until my lightning lane. I think I'm just going to go tap into the lightning lane. However, this is a good opportunity if you're running back and forth and not trying to like build up numbers per se. Do that ride that's in the middle, kind of stop off, take some time. You can chill, you don't have to run everywhere. I fibbed, no one's in line, and the next one's about to start, so I'm just gonna go hop on. Okay, another one down, and that means my lightning lane started roughly 2 minutes ago. So timing, not half bad. Let's head to Space Mountain.
Off Jungle Cruise. It is 12:52. Kind of looking at what to do. I've got to meet Emma at Columbia Harbor House for our lunch break very, very soon. Everything kind of on this side of the park is up above 30 minutes except the train, which takes me out of here. Now what I could do is I could go to the front of the park and take the train back around to Frontierland and then walk to Columbia Harbor House. You know what? I might go do Country Bear Jamboree.
Okay, I've made it over to Space Mountain. Space Mountain is a really fun indoor roller coaster that takes you up into space, and it is one of the Disney, not necessarily opening day, it was not an opening day attraction, but it's very original to the park. And fun fact, this Space Mountain was here before it was over in Disneyland. So let's tap in a little bit early so that way we can make another lightning lane.
Ooh, potential change of plans here. So Tom Sawyer Island closes earlier than most of the attractions in the park. It usually closes around sunset. Today it closes at 6 p.m. You can always see those hours in the My Disney Experience app. If the boat isn't about to leave Liberty Bell, then I might go hop a raft to Tom Sawyer Island and knock that out real quick. Oh, the Liberty Bell is at the dock, but it doesn't disembark for another 7 minutes. I think I can beat it.
Okay, we made it to space, and because we did not have to utilize that full 2-hour cool down for Genie, I was able to make another lightning lane, and I made it for Buzz Lightyear at 1:15, which is only in 25 minutes, so hopefully I can knock out some of Tomorrowland and then go, because Buzz is still sitting at about 40, and I'm just not willing to wait 40 minutes for Buzz Lightyear.
So Tom Sawyer Island is a huge island play area where you can go and kind of roam free and explore. It is themed to Tom Sawyer, so it's a little bit outdated, but I think it's just such a unique and fun attraction, and it's a great place to escape from the crowds on more crowded days. So highly, highly recommend that. Of course, today we're just gonna be cruising over there and then coming back. I do have to go to the bathroom, so I'm probably gonna use the bathroom over there as my activity so that I've experienced the attraction, but the only way to get to and from Tom Sawyer Island is via raft across the river. And those rafts do get stopped by the boat. We have 5 minutes, so hopefully we beat the boat.
Okay, finished on space and left my phone in the pouch, so I had to go running backwards and the cast members helped me find it, but now I'm extra anxious again, so the journey continues. I'm sorry I'm making you walk with me through the bad lighting.
Oh no, I just heard the Liberty Bells. I'm pulling off horn, so we might be stuck waiting here at the dock. Hopefully they set off and we can beat it. I don't know, it's hard to say. I think he's untying us. Yes.
Okay, we are wrapped up here. Sorry, Kermit is behind me and I got confused. Wrapped up over here. It's saying the People Mover wait time is only 10 minutes, and that will put us in the perfect position to be able to get off and then go on to Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. So let's go be people moved above Tomorrowland.
I made it to Tom Sawyer Island. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can do here, like explore an old windmill and a military fort and stuff like that. I, however, am just going to the bathroom, which we have to wait for the Liberty Bell to pass before we can get back, so the timing's okay, honestly.
Now, as I've mentioned throughout today's video, we are utilizing Genie Plus. If you don't know what Genie Plus is, that is Disney's paid version of their Skip the Line service. There are 3 tiers. The first is a free tier where you get to utilize the tip board in the My Disney Experience app, which you absolutely need before your vacation. It suggests times for you to do things, it suggests different activities, and it is free. We don't really recommend using this one a ton, but it's there if you want it. The second tier is the Genie Plus tier. It starts at $15 and can go all the way up to $30 per person per day, where you get access to most of the lightning lanes throughout Disney World, but not quite all of them, and that takes us to the third tier, which is the individual lightning lane tier. This is going to be 1 or 2 rides per park that are an additional fee outside of Genie Plus that will also be $15 to $30 per person per day. For example, here in Magic Kingdom, it is Tron and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but in the other parks, it is only one ride.
Back on the raft, about to head back across. It is 1:09. I've got 15 minutes before I need to meet Emma for lunch. I did, while I was in the bathroom, book a Haunted Mansion lightning lane for 2:05. So I'm gonna be able to knock that out right after lunch.
On an elite ride at this point. You can't touch this girl.
Transfer to green and red line.
I mean, look at this.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future. Right by two of my favorite spots.
Okay, I am back from Tom Sawyer Island. I think what I'm gonna do next is try to knock out 2 attractions that won't have waits and then catch the Liberty Bell Riverboat before lunch. And that should be a pretty good grab.
And Tron Light Cycle Run. I love a good circuit. And these are 2 of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
All right, so I'm crossing back over to Adventureland to do Swiss Family Treehouse. It is a walkable attraction. It's a lot of stairs. There's typically not a wait for it. Usually the only holdup you can get with Swiss Family Treehouse is if there are a lot of people kind of like stuck in the path, which midday maybe, but it is really hot, and I know that I would not want to be walking upstairs right now if it wasn't for a challenge. So we'll see. But it is a little bit easier to cross between Adventureland and Frontierland because there are a couple little pathways in between the buildings, so we don't have to walk all the way around, which means it's definitely going to be more doable than walking all the way to another land.
All right, we just finished up here. We're about to get off, and my lightning lane for that right there started 1 minute ago. So I'm pleased with my timing, and then we're gonna make another lightning lane after we just tap in. I'm nervous because I feel like I'm doing okay, and I don't know what she's doing.
Carpets is still down, but I did see that they are still offering lightning lane for it, which means they are still hoping it will come back up, which is good. I'm not seeing a backup at Swiss Family Treehouse, also good. I'm out of breath and I'm out of water. Bad.
Alrighty, so I have about 30 minutes until I have to meet Quincy for lunch. We are meeting up for lunch so that way we make sure to eat, but nobody's losing out on time for anything. And Carousel Progress is a walk-on right now, which it normally is, and it's only 20 minutes. There's really nothing else I could do during this time, other than maybe like one ride. But if I'm gonna do that ride, it's something that will remain low. So I'd like to go ahead and finish this up, because I don't want to do Astro Orbiter, and I will put that off until the very end.
Walk to the whole treehouse, sweating. 8 minutes until Liberty Bell disembarks again. There she is at the dock. They are still boarding. I don't know when they stop boarding though, so hustling. Made it on the Liberty Bell. This is another great midday attraction because you can fit a lot of people. You don't have to wait for it. And there are seats. There are some seats in this very small indoor cabin, which I think is where I'm going to sit, and there's some downstairs on the deck. But mostly it's just to get a cool breeze around a boat, and I need to rest.
What year is it? Well, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today.
Okay, so it's 1:42. I'm on the riverbed still, as you can probably tell. It is about to park in 5-ish minutes. Emma has asked me to push lunch 10 minutes. I've agreed because that means I could knock out Haunted Mansion, which could be a big one because then I can book a new lightning lane. So hopefully she didn't give me too much of an advantage there. I'm still very sweaty.
Okay, we finished up. I have 10-ish minutes until I have to meet with Quincy, and we are meeting at Columbia Harbor House for lunch, so I am going to not run because we don't do that, but I'm gonna walk as fast as I physically can to get over there.
9 minutes. I'm kind of eking out an attraction here. Frontierland Shootin' Arcade is listed as an official attraction. Most days it's free to play. So you can kind of just walk up and shoot at Frontierland Shootin' Arcade. So it's 35 shots that you get at a time. I am probably just gonna shoot like twice. That's definitely one of those attractions where you can really tell that Magic Kingdom is 50 years old, but that's an attraction and it counts. So each that out, and now I'm moving over to Haunted Mansion to try and knock out Haunted Mansion in about 10 minutes before lunch, which hopefully I do. Now the rule is if one of us beats the other to the lunch break, the one who was late has to wait that many minutes at the end of the lunch break. So hopefully we get there at the same time, but We shall see.
Quincy's on her way over here. I finished my jug. I picked up our lunch, and I was here a few minutes before her, so she's gonna hang out a few minutes after I leave, so that way everything's totally even. But we're gonna grub, and then we're gonna keep going.
Haunted Mansion is a slow-moving dark ride. It is an omni-mover. It is themed to, as you might guess, a haunted mansion. You get to go in, meet the 999 happy haunts who live there, but don't worry, there's room for 1,000. Lunch. They're going down. It's nice and friendly. They're going down.
Why is she like this?
She makes me feel so bad for trash talking her.
I know I do.
I'm just trying to make a competitive spirit. And she's sad.
Because I'm scared, and I know I can make her feel bad for it.
All right, Emma it's time for us to go.
Time to go.
I have to wait 12 minutes because that's how early Emma was.
Not that that makes that a big difference.
But
you know,
wait,
we're doing
all
it
in
even.
fairness.
I keep losing fingernails today.
They're not her real fingernails. No, they're not.
I have a Haunted Mansion Lightning Lane in the next 17 minutes. So I'm hoping I can hop on the Liberty Bell, get that done, and then head back to Haunted Mansion. Also, it's raining, but I think we missed majority. Good timing for us. Just got kicked off the Liberty Bell because of lightning in the area. So, wasted 10 minutes for nothing. I'm so glad I had all that extra time. Even though we waited for almost nothing, I am here now at Haunted Mansion at least, and it's time for my lightning lane. So, we didn't go far. I'll take that. Small victories, small victories. Okay, so we made it into Haunted Mansion, thank goodness. Our lightning lane worked perfectly, even though I was a few minutes early. So I was able to actually make a new lightning lane, this time for Pirates of the Caribbean, in the next 40 minutes.
All right, made it to Peter Pan's Flight. This is a very classic dark ride that is very low capacity, so tends to have a very long wait. Right now it is a posted 65-minute wait. I do have a lightning lane for this, just in time. I finished my waiting period at lunch to be able to pop in here.
So a lot of the outdoor rides are still down. We just finished up in Haunted Mansion, and I have a Pirates of the Caribbean lightning lane in about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna head that direction and try to get some stuff done over there, maybe a show or two, and figure it out, because my next plan was to go towards Storybook and meet some characters and do some rides over there, but all the rides closed. So you gotta adjust.
I am off Peter Pan's Flight. I have a plan of attack. I am thinking that we head to Frontierland, wrap up Frontierland with Country Bear Jamboree, then kind of thinking, well, you know what, maybe we check on Hall of Presidents on the way past. Hall of Presidents, man. Is it even worth doing?
So I just checked with Hall of Presidents, and the next show isn't for another 25 minutes, so that would not make sense to hang out there. So I'm gonna head over to Adventureland and hopefully do Swiss Family Treehouse if it's still open, and maybe Tiki Room.
It is about to storm, and a lot of the outdoor rides have been kind of nixed for now. Now the good news is I did a lot of those already. So Big Thunder's done. Liberty Bell done. So hopefully it passes so I can do things like Dumbo, so carpets will come back up. But for now, I'm gonna knock out some shows ahead of my Pirates Lightning Lane, which is currently active. And I could go do it, but I'm gonna wait, I think, to try to knock some stuff out on the way over to it, just so I'm not doing as much backtracking and walking around.
All right, Swiss Family closed. It's an outdoor, a coaster, an outdoor attraction, so it is closed. So our best bet, Tiki Room. It's not raining yet, which makes it scarier. Everything is closed, but even Jungle Cruise is closed due to weather. This is gonna be a real wrench in our plan, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're gonna head into Tiki Room. There's only 8 minutes until the next show. I don't really want to wait that, I prefer going to the shows as they're starting, but we are doing what we must because nothing else is open back here.
It's a lot busier in here, so maybe it starts soon.
Put on the show.
Mon ami, I am always ready, as you say, to put on the show.
Okay, Hall of Presidents is really doing it to me. It's now raining. I had to bail because I realized the 22-minute show, I realized that once they finally let us into the theater, I would not make it to my Pirates Lightning Lane if I did a full 22-minute show. So, even with the grace period. So, oh my gosh. I really hope Emma isn't having like the best time right now. Luckily it is raining, which means I know things are tricky in general. Outdoor attractions close when there's lightning in the area, and this is stormy rain. I did not bring a rain jacket, I'm just getting wet. I'm going to Pirates of the Caribbean and hopefully recover some of, I think literally the 30 minutes I just lost on Hall of Presidents again.
It's pouring rain, so let's run to Pirates, and I'll see you guys over there. Stay covered. Pull your umbrella out because I forgot mine, okay? Excuse me, miss. Are you Quincy from AllEars?
I am.
We just found out we're going together with all the pirates.
Right, it's really coming down now.
It is pouring.
We bought ponchos, which I don't recommend doing. Buy your ponchos in advance.
We just didn't plan.
Yeah, they're
at all.
expensive here. Do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah.
A lot of the outdoor rides are down because it is storming. So we are both, I mean, we're obviously separating because we are in competition.
I like this part of the day.
Me too. She was like, I'm going to go to Hall of Presidents. And I was like, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm so mad at Hall of Presidents.
was caught up on that journey that she's been going on, and I'm glad I'm not on that particular journey.
I'm going to remind myself what happiness feels like at Country Bear Jamboree.
Oh, well, that's fair. Okay, next up I'm headed to the Mad Teacups because this is one of my personal favorites, and unfortunately it is a 20-minute wait. Normally I would not wait 20 minutes for this. However, this is the only ride open right now. Not the only ride, one of the only rides open right now that we have not already done for my team, so we're gonna do Mad Tea.
Okay, so it's still really raining, but outdoor rides are listed as being up right now. I guess there's no more lightning in the area. It seems wrong, but that's what it says. I'm gonna go to Tiki Room and hopefully the rain lightens up a little, but we'll see. Okay, made it to Tiki Room, waiting here. Show's in 7 minutes, so it's really coming down.
Okay, I've changed my plans. I had a Winnie the Pooh lightning lane, but Quincy and I decided that we're gonna count each character as one, even if it's only one line. So I switched that to princesses because that's two. Oh my gosh, it's raining. So that's two, and supposedly some stuff is open back here in Storybook. It does not look like it, but the app says it is, and I'm right here.
Okay, the rain is lightening up a little bit. I see people on the Liberty Bell. The app was just listing the train as closed, but I would love to take the train over to Storybook Circus to be able to knock out the train. So I'm gonna go check and see if the train's open in person, just because sometimes the app isn't accurate. Usually it is, and usually you're not rushing this much to get through your attraction, so you can give it a second to update, but let's go check. It is really good that I already did Tom Sawyer Island because for sure things would have to really be drastic for it to reopen. Looks like the train is stopped. There's still walking that way. I don't see anybody up there except the cast members. Maybe they're just waiting for the go-ahead. Maybe right when I get over there. Yeah. Okay, so this is the great thing about rain, is rains out a lot of people, and when the rides reopen, they have short waits. Big Thunder's down to 10 minutes. I think that's a guest up there. Okay, let's see. So we can get on this train.
Okay, it's showing that Dumbo is open, so we are gonna go on a high-flying Dumbo ride in the pouring rain, I guess.
Okay, confirmed. Railroad is not currently operational. Some outdoor attractions are, some are not. So I just have to find something basically that I can do. Is now the time to do Hall of Presidents? Hopefully. Or maybe hope not. Once again, I'm going to go check what time the next show is at Hall of Presidents. And hopefully not waste another 25 minutes there. I mean, regardless, that show is 22 minutes, but I don't know. Maybe I should go meet characters. Hall of Presidents is open until 10. I just really want to finish Liberty Square.
Fun fact, the Dumbo obviously fills up with water, like the bottom of it, so my feet are soaking wet. But it's all for the challenge.
So I am currently just kind of winging it. It seems like the rain is at least stopping for now. I'm heading up into, my end goal here is kind of Tomorrowland. Train's closed. Train might stay closed. There's only 2 hours left. The train was supposed to be open. It closes at 7. So possible train just stays closed the rest of the day, which would be sad for my numbers because I didn't catch it. But I don't know if Emma did, so we might be good. I'm just gonna, wow, it's busy over here.
Okay. Was that silly? Yes, it was. But did we just get 2 rides in like 10 minutes? Also, yes. Supposedly, Pete's Silly Sideshow is only a 10-minute wait. I find that hard to believe, but I'm already here, so I'm gonna go check it out. And then I have that lightning lane to meet Tiana and a mystery princess in about 20 minutes. We're trucking. This is for the challenge. You guys know how much I hate rain, but I also want to do well. I want to compete. I don't think I can win. Honestly, I don't. I know everybody does like a running joke. I really don't think I can, but I really want to try it.
Okay, the princess meet and greets are showing posted 45 and 50. So that's not gonna work for me. My main reason for walking through Fantasyland right now is because I want to see if Pooh and Tigger are meeting. Because Pooh and Tigger would be a great one to grab a two characters for one line sort of situation. But obviously it's rainy, but they have cover, so I'm not sure.
If you have not been able to check it out, Pete's Silly Sideshow, where you can actually come meet Minnie and Mickey, Minnie and Daisy, and Donald and Goofy. And it says 10 minutes for both. So I'm gonna meet them, dripping from the rain. And then we'll come back around and meet the boys.
Unless you see an incredibly low wait, I would caution against doing Seven Dwarfs Mine Train immediately after rain. What will happen is that a lot of people who had individual lightning lane reservations for this ride will go immediately after rain because their time was taken up.
You look lovely today. How are you faring in the rain? It looks beautiful, beautiful. You're a lot more dry than the rest of us. Mind if we take a picture?
Okay, it doesn't look great for Pooh and Tigger. I'm getting on that tea party because it's 5 minutes and I'm scrambling.
Hello, how are you today? The lovely setup you've got here. You look amazing. Have you been staying dry today? Yes, I didn't get the chance, but I've been in the rain, but you look wonderful. Can we take a picture?
That's why you don't have to spin when you're not with Emma. That's kind of a pleasant rocking.
Okay, we've met the girl. Look at my makeup. This is crazy. We've met the girls. It is a separate line to meet the boys. My lightning lane did start for Tiana about 8 minutes ago, but this makes sense to me to finish this and then go over there. Okay, this was the best decision. There is literally only one family in front of me to meet, Goofy and Donald, and there'll be 2 more things on our list. Doing good? You look great today. I'm trying to stay dry, but you know, I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's raining quite a bit. I don't have an umbrella. No, I left it at home, but I bought a poncho at least. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Donald, hi. Oh, yes, you're on the shirt and everything. How are you today? Doing pretty good? Have you been able to stay dry? Pretty dry. It looks good. I've not, but you're prepared always, though, even if it is a little wet. Very nice. Can we take a picture together?
So I have a lightning lane at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, which is great because that wait is really long because it's an indoor attraction. And then I think we're going to try to do Storybook Circus because Dumbo and Barnstormer have been up with very low weights in the rain.
Okay, poncho's back on. It's time to get serious.
Made it into the lightning lane for Buzz. Not dry anymore.
You know, this morning we were playing hide and go seek, but I haven't been able to find him all day since.
Oh, wow. Well, it is raining. He might be hiding somewhere inside. That would make sense.
And this kingdom is just so much bigger than my towers.
Oh,
he could be hiding anywhere.
That's true. I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you so much. If you do find him, let him know I've been looking for him, okay?
Will do. Can we take a photo together? Could use some beignets, maybe to stay a little bit warm from the rain.
You gotta come to the restaurant.
Of course.
Maybe I can make you some beignets with extra powdered sugar on top.
Oh, that sounds perfect, actually.
Wonderful. You should come visit during Mardi Gras too.
Oh, I
Just
will.
be prepared to do a lot of dancing.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Well, do we want to get a portrait together?
Absolutely. Okay, we had some great princess convos. It looks like PhilharMagic is back open with only a 15-minute wait, which is a little bit long for PhilharMagic, but it's raining, so you know, beggars can't be choosers. See you over there.
All right, I'm gonna slip around to Storybook Circus, try to grab at least one of the silly sideshow character meet and greets because that's one line for 2 characters each. So I could potentially get 4 there. And Dumbo and Barnstormer if they're still open, which the app says they are. So
I'm just picking up my Opry glasses. Movies for Magic is a really fun indoor 3D show that shows you lots of different scenes from your favorite shows and movies, just like Beauty and the Beast, Coco, and even Aladdin. One of my favorites in Magic Kingdom. I always watch it if I'm here for fun.
change of plan. There was like no line for the People Mover. When it rains, it's actually a really good time to ride outdoor rides that are not closed because their wait times will usually shoot down because people don't want to wait in the outdoor queues. It's not a great time to see shows. It's going to be one of the busiest times to see shows. In the summer, it rains most afternoons, so you want to see shows at that hottest part of the day, lunchtime, when all the lines are really, really long. And then when it rains, you might get the opportunity to ride other stuff. There are some exceptions, of course, Tom Sawyer, Liberty Bell. Those are the kind of things you want to knock out. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad even, just in case they go down and don't come back up for a long time because of rain.
Just kidding. This building is now a rain shelter, so they're not playing the show. So thanks to the rain, ruined something ain't good for me. Not the first time, won't be the last.
It said it was posted 15, it was a 3-minute wait. Sometimes it works to just use your eyes when you pass the line.
Back to the goodbye, supposedly Ariel, the journey under the sea with a Little Mermaid is only 10 minutes. So let's walk back there and see if my ears fall off anytime soon.
Well, People Mover stopped 3 times, so this isn't good.
Okay, it's saying 10 minutes. We're gonna hop in line for Ariel. Under the Sea, Journey of the Little Mermaid is a slow-moving dark ride that takes you through Ariel's story, but a little bit more sped up, and Scuttle kind of narrates. It's cute, it's quick, and it's indoors, which is a win for us. I will say, rain can really throw a wrench in your Disney World plans, just overall. And unfortunately, it rains in Orlando, especially in the summertime, almost every single day. There's no getting around it. Some days it's a quick hour and then it's done, and some days it's like today where it starts and it's probably gonna go off and on for the rest of the night. Just be willing to be flexible, make sure you're bringing your rain gear. Again, do as we say, not as we do. We forgot our rain gear today. Bring your rain gear, be prepared, and if you're not prepared, just be willing to shell out the cash and keep going. Because you paid a lot to be here, and you shouldn't lose your time just because of the rain.
Okay, now I'm going to Storybook Circus. It's not raining. Made it to Storybook Circus. We've got a posted 5-minute wait on Dumbo the Flying Elephant. I will be knocking that out. The one thing that I do want to be conscious of here is it's almost 6 right now, and the train closes for the day at 7. It is back up, and I'm seeing blue peeking through in the sky. So I would love to get on the train, so I just can't dilly-dally here for too long, but I would also love to not have to come back to Storybook Circus. So spicy.
Just finish up on Little Mermaid. It is not raining right now, and I would love to go meet Tigger and Winnie the Pooh to count 2 more things on our list, but I don't know if they're out, so I'm gonna go find out. They leave at 6:30 and they do, I hit all my goals for the day. Nice, it's still fairly early for that, but I want to go see them. Hopefully they will be still hanging out. They have about 30 more minutes until their meet and greets officially end, so fingers crossed.
I think the wait's gonna be 20 minutes. It's already been 15. It's 6:15 and both the train and Pete's Silly Sideshow, where I could meet 4 characters potentially, close at 7. So
I don't know if they're gonna come back out. I asked some cast members, and frankly, they did not know either. So I think I'm gonna head over to Tomorrowland and do Astro Orbiter because it's a 5-minute wait and get that out of the way. And unfortunately, Pooh and Tigger, I just might have to see a different day. Okay, here we are at Astro Orbiter. Astro Orbiter is a high-flying ride that does take place outside, very similar to Dumbo, but unfortunately this one is on top of the People Mover. So if you're scared of heights like me, maybe not your #1 option here in Tomorrowland or even in Magic Kingdom.
I am off Dumbo. Headed to try to meet one of the lines. The Goofy and Donald line is 10 minutes. Daisy and Minnie 40 minutes. I don't think we're gonna be able to do them, but I think we can do Goofy and Donald and still catch the train.
I hate this ride. I hate it. It's so scary, and I'm just gonna close my eyes.
I have to say, yeah, my friends are in here. They're in there. Very small, yeah.
Done. Thank goodness. Done with that.
All right, met Donald and Goofy. That was a longer line than it was posted, and now Minnie and Daisy are longer too. In fact, they were shorter when I got in, so I'm like questioning what is happening with my camera. I am slightly questioning the accuracy of the wait times on the characters today because I feel like they've been all over the place. But I don't think that it's wise to do Minnie and Daisy, despite the fact that I could make it in to see them, and it would be 2 points. I think that they'll take up more time than I want to use when I've still got a lot to be able to do today. So I think instead I'm gonna go hop on the train before it closes and head around to another section of the park. And we'll come back for Barnstormer later.
Okay, friends, so that means, I'm trying to think, I'm losing my train of thought. It's been a long day. Tomorrowland Speedway is 15 minutes. I have 15 more minutes until my lightning lane for Winnie the Pooh starts. So it just makes sense for me to go ahead and hop on Tomorrowland Speedway. Even though I normally like to do it during fireworks, we just gotta keep going. Okay, actually I fibbed to you. I fibbed because this will stay open until the park closes, which means I can do it during or after fireworks. But the train actually is gonna close in the next 30 minutes, as well as Liberty Riverboat, as well as the Liberty Riverboat. So I'm gonna go do the train, head to Main Street, head up Main Street, go to Winnie the Pooh. Maybe actually I'll go to Liberty if I have time, and then I'll go to Winnie the Pooh. I'd like to just get these numbers added on, so we'll see. I don't know if there's enough time to do both before 7, but...
All right, I did just hear a train horn, so hopefully that means it's pulling up. Regardless, the trains come every 7 minutes, with the last one departing at 7 p.m. So we're good to catch one. I definitely hear a train horn, so I think we're not even really gonna have to wait.
Okay, here we are. We are at the Fantasyland station for the Walt Disney World Railroad. The train departs every 7 minutes, so hopefully we only have to wait a few minutes for the next one to roll up. Also, tragedy has struck my household because Kermit lost his Princess Leia headband, and that was what made it so funny. So I'm distraught.
Now I'm on Main Street. I highly doubt it, but I want to just check if there's a Main Street vehicle running. Also gonna just glance at the Mickey Mouse wait time, although I think I'm gonna have to do a lightning lane for him later. And I'm gonna make my way towards meeting Cinderella and Elena, which will be another 2. 35 minutes from Mick, we're not doing that. Although, you know how wrong they've been. Okay, yeah, I thought I said 95. You know how wrong the character wait times have been. I'm just gonna go look at it with my eyes. Because if it looks shorter...
I only waited 3 minutes. I'll take that deal. I'll take that.
It looks like it could be 35. So I don't have 35 minutes to spare right now. Instead, I'm going to maybe go knock out something small in Fantasyland before I meet Cinderella. Or if I have time, you know, just figure it out. I'm just really worried that Emma's doing better than me because I've had so many hang-ups today. And Hall of Presidents is still one that I haven't gotten to. So, this is how it is sometimes. Now, the good news is I think hopefully the rain has sent a few people out of the park. Usually some folks just won't stick it out in the rain, so if you're willing to, you know, get a little soggy, hanging out during longer rainstorms, waiting them out, or just continuing to move through them can be a big benefit. The other thing is that we do have, hopefully, weather depending, Happily Ever After coming up tonight, which is the fireworks show here in Magic Kingdom. Fireworks time and after is maybe the best time to ride rides in Magic Kingdom. So many people go to watch the fireworks, so you can really get a great several rides in while people are in the fireworks. So hopefully that's what we'll be able to do tonight. That's why I've been saving a lot of those Fantasyland rides, because they're really great ones when families are watching the fireworks to knock out. Oh, the ice cream smells so good. Good thing we're coming up on our dinner break.
Okay, so I got off of the lovely train. It was so fun. But it looked like Backstage Magic with Mickey Mouse is only 30 minutes and it's been over an hour today. Oh, I'm going to stand by. And it's been over an hour at different points in the day. And also, so this line could be 30. I don't think it will be more than that. And if I could go ahead and do this, that means I don't have to come back up to the front of Main Street before 10 o'clock later. Hello, how are you today? Doing good? I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's been raining, so we got caught in the rain, but it wasn't half bad, you know. Some sticky shoes, but I'll take that. Rainy day in Disney is better than any day anywhere else, so. Can we take a picture together, Mickey?
Back in Fantasyland, and my Genie lane starts in 10 minutes, but I don't have time to spare at this point to get as much done as possible today. So I am headed to It's a Small World, and It's a Small World has a 10-minute posted wait right now, which is usually pretty darn close to a walk-on. So I'm headed to It's a Small World. Gonna ride that. That's a longer attraction. Will definitely put me in time to go meet Cinderella and Elena. Then I can book another lightning lane, hopefully for Mickey Mouse, maybe for Ariel in her grotto. Definitely getting sort of pinchy with our stops on the People Mover and Hall of Presidents with getting our numbers up. It's a Small World is a family boat ride that takes you around the world as you listen to kiddos sing the classic It's a Small World song. It's very cute, heartwarming attraction, and certainly a classic Disney one. Was actually created for the World's Fair. The Disneyland version was created for the World's Fair. All of the art featured in the attraction is done by Mary Blair, the famous Imagineer. So it's a really beloved one with quite the earworm of a song.
Okay, so it took about 10 extra minutes after I talked to Mickey and had my whole shebang. So it's pouring again. And so I'm gonna rush to ready to book because I only have 10 minutes until it ends. Not including my grace period. But, you know, I don't like this at all. Okay, look at the rain out there. It is pouring. I did make it to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, though. And if you haven't been on this ride, it is an indoor dark ride that takes you through the story of Winnie the Pooh. It's very cute. And there's even some nods to the ride that used to be here, the Wild Ride with Mr. Toad. So this one's fun, and frankly, I'm glad it's inside.
Right, we got Yellow Boat. Yellow Boat is good luck. We win challenges when we get Yellow Boat. Is it raining again? Oh my gosh, that's not good. Also, it occurred to me while on It's a Small World, where I do all of my best thinking, that Emma, her version of talking smack is being unconfident and thinking that I'm going to beat her. Because then it makes me look really silly if I don't beat her. Like, I talk smack and I'm like, I'm going to destroy you. And then she's just like, yeah, you probably are. And I think she's just being scared, but I think that's how she talks smack, because then it looks even sillier if I don't destroy her. She's a genius and a mastermind. Hi, Cinderella. How are you? Thank you. Hi, Princess Elena. How are you?
Well, thank you for asking.
I love your dress. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
Very talented.
I can tell. It's amazing.
She makes amazing dresses, but you should try her tamales.
Oh yeah? Which dresses or tamales? Which is better? Tamales. That's the one. That's the one you can't live without.
All day. If I had to choose between dresses and tamales, I'll wear pants every
I respect
single day.
that. Okay, 2 for 1. 2 for 1 lightning lane. Where am I going? Where am I? Oh, am I in the store? Why are the doors closed?
Okay, finished Winnie the Pooh. It is now our designated dinner time. I have about 10 minutes. We are eating at Pecos Bills, and it's pouring. So I'll see you guys over there.
We have acquired our food. We're taking our dinner break. It's still raining.
It's nasty out there.
Yeah, and we're gonna eat kind of quick because fireworks are coming up, and we have got to take advantage of that. So that you can lose. Oh my goodness. The gremlining is happening.
The rain, don't get gremlins wet. Is that how
Don't get gremlins wet. All right, dinner done. We're just doing the different princesses. Bye. So basically ahead of fireworks, the area past the carousel in Fantasyland towards the castle gets blocked off so that for fireworks fallout. It's a safety thing. Always listen to cast members about this, but you can still come meet the princesses. They just have a slightly different route to get over to them. So I just met Rapunzel and Tiana, and I walked right in because I did have Lightning Lane. What was so wild was that when I got there, there was nobody, like, I think that Cinderella and Tiana had just stepped away for a moment and had come back. So they directed me around the corner to see them, and they were like hiding behind the door to scare me, like together. Like it was like Cinderella and Tiana tucked behind a door frame, and they were like, I was like, oh my goodness, it was so magical. Like, hanging out with princesses just makes you feel like a little kid, you know what I mean? And we are actually getting into my favorite time of day at Magic Kingdom. I love Magic Kingdom at night. My favorite time to be at Magic Kingdom is during and after the fireworks. So I'm starting to be in a good mood. I also had a coffee with dinner, so energy.
Okay, so several incredible things just happened. A cast member noticed I was by myself and made magic for me and asked if I wanted to go through the Lightning Lane. I did double check with Quincy and she said it was fine, not cheating, since he was making magic for me. So I just got to go through the Lightning Lane. Fireworks are starting about right now, and so I have some time to start rushing through.
Okay, so I am currently headed over to Adventureland because Magic Carpets with Aladdin has opened. Has a very short wait. I do have Genie Plus open, but my plan here is kind of just, at this point, the only things that I could use Genie Plus for are attractions that already have pretty short waits. So I'm kind of planning on, if I walk up to something and see that the wait is longer, or I could just walk right on with Genie Plus, I'll just snag the reservation while I'm standing there. So I'm just keeping my options open. But fireworks, we are very close to fireworks. They're about 20 minutes away. You can probably tell by how few people are out in front of me. I am trying to make it to Magic Carpets with Aladdin because they have come up. I think we're probably out through the rain for the rest of the night. But I'm trying to get to Magic Carpets so I don't have to come back over here. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to give up on Hall of Presidents, which I think I do, but it doesn't feel good.
Okay, so I'm headed now to Enchanted Tales with Belle. This is only, and I was so southern, Belle. Enchanted Tales with Belle. This is a fun little show where you actually get to go through the magic mirror. And I'm sorry, I'm lost. It's dark. You get to go through the magic mirror and you get to go back to the day Belle and Beast fell in love. It is a little bit of a longer show. It's 20 minutes. However, this one ends at 10 o'clock. So if I want to try to get my numbers up, I'm gonna have to check this one out. So here we go. Standby is 10 minutes. Also, I found out today Magic Kingdom is very slippery and I've almost fell 5 times. That's not an exaggerated number. I keep count. So everybody please be careful. At least be more careful than I am.
Another challenge that I'm running into is that I haven't met Mickey, and I know Emma has because she mentioned it. And Mickey is all the way at the front, so I'd have to go through all the fireworks crowds to get to him. Now he doesn't close until 10, so I might try to, like, 2 wheels squeak into Mickey right at 10 p.m. But I'm just not sure I'm gonna make it. Ariel also ends at 10, as does Enchanted Tales with Belle, as is Hall of Presidents. It's 9. And fireworks time is the best time to ride other stuff. So I'm in a bit of a pickle. But Magic Carpets with Aladdin is working finally today. And there's like no line. I'll be able to get right on it. 10-minute posted. Truly like a 2-minute wait. And I'm walking around and getting my carpet. It's drizzling a bit. Just gonna hop in this one. Okay, so several of the shows that I have to catch by 10 are, oh my gosh, this is so tricky. Enchanted Tales with Belle is 20 minutes. Carousel of Progress is 20 minutes. Hall of Presidents is 20 minutes. I think, but the waits at Mickey and Ariel are 20 minutes. I'm going to make a gamble here, and I'm gonna try to go meet Mickey and Ariel. And I'm gonna hope that both of them are actually shorter than 20 minutes. Because I don't actually want to spend all the time until 10 doing the stuff that closes at 10, because I still have a lot of other attractions to hit. And it's about numbers, and I'm not sure where Emma's sitting right now, but I know she's done stuff that I haven't done, and I don't know what I've done that she hasn't done. And so it's anyone's game. It might not even be mine at all. Now, it can definitely be tricky to navigate Magic Kingdom during fireworks time because of all the crowds. However, it's not impossible because cast members work hard to keep pathways open. You see these cast members with these glowing light sticks, they are on fireworks duty. They're in charge of keeping pathways open, keeping you safe, making sure everybody gets the best view of the fireworks possible, and making sure that everyone can get where they need to go safely and as quickly as possible. Always listen to them, and please be nice to them. They might be telling you to go a direction that is the opposite direction of where you think you need to go. It will still get you there faster because of the way the crowds are laid out. Their whole job is to make sure that everything flows pretty easily. So if a cast member tells you to keep walking, if a cast member tells you to go a different way than you're going, or that you can't stand where you're standing, please listen and please be nice. They're trying to make sure that everybody has a good time. I will say, because of the rain, it's so empty for fireworks. There's like nobody on Main Street, and fireworks start in 15 minutes. But hopefully I can get in to see Mickey faster than 20 minutes. We don't typically include characters on our ride challenges because they are so unpredictable and they actually add an entire other layer of difficulty. You can check out Fry Bucket doing a full character challenge on the channel, but today, since it was like a numbers competition, it's interesting to have that flexibility, but you'll notice that it's entirely possible that neither Emma nor I will finish Magic Kingdom today, and that's because of those characters. There's also plenty of characters that I didn't get to meet today. Aladdin and Jasmine, Buzz, because of the rain, because they only had 3 times that they met and I was on rides and I had lightning lanes. Yes, thank you, Mickey Mouse. Oh, that paid off. Hi, Mickey, how are you? I love your magician's outfit. Yeah, you look very snazzy. Oh, wow. He's disappearing. It's magic. Posted 5, actual wait 2. And now I have to go back up through fireworks crowds to hopefully get to, what did I say I was gonna do? I'm frazzled. Is this the exit? All right, it is 9:16. Fireworks are in 5 minutes, which is also why Mickey had a 5-minute wait. I might try to go see Ariel. I think Ariel's wait's gonna drop a lot, and that's obviously briefer than a show, visiting with Ariel. And then, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Take stock, I guess? Now, if we do get routed through Tomorrowland, I might go see Carousel of Progress. It's about, everything's 20 minutes. It's about a 20-minute show. But I think I could do that and still get to Ariel before 10 p.m. Hall of Presidents, not happening. Enchanted Tales with Belle, not happening. At the current plan. I've now done like 6 different plans.
Okay, it is pitch black out here, but it took us about 30 minutes to do Belle. It probably was too much time. I might end up regretting doing Belle, but we can say that we did something before it was too late. So now, oh my God, Happily Ever After is happening behind us. But you can still meet Ariel for another, basically 30 minutes. So I'm gonna go meet Ariel really quickly and then just start bam, 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 rides. I don't know why I did that, but it made me laugh. Does this count? Can I count this?
Ariel's Grotto. It's open. Posted 20. I'm betting that's wrong.
Hi, Ariel! Slip on in! I'm so great, how are you? I'm good. So good. I can see that you have your human legs today. Yes, I do. Although I will say, in the human world, it was about as bad as that's what I was hearing. I know. Yeah.
I was right. I walked right in. It was 2 minutes. But I don't know what to do now. I'm riding Under the Sea Journey as a Little Mermaid because I'm pretty sure it's posted 20. I'm going to say it's probably a walk-on.
Hi, how are you today? Perfect. It's a little dingle hopper, kind of. My own little word, I should say. Like, it's just a camera, but there's not really a word that you would have for it.
I was right. It was a walk-on. Nobody in line. Just one. Thank you.
Okay, here we are, Tomorrowland Speedway. You get to drive your own car. It's outdoors. It smells like gas. Let's go.
Okay, I'm going to Enchanted Tales with Belle. The other 3 things that end at 10 are 20-minute shows, all 3 of them, and I'm closest to Enchanted Tales with Belle. So that's where I'm going. And then, honestly, there's a world where I make it to Carousel of Progress, which would be really cool, because I think that could mean victory in my corner. All right, fireworks finale is playing. But I will tell you that even after fireworks, a lot of families go home. They call that the end of their night and they head on out, which is great. Like that's a great way to end. A lot of time kiddos are a little too tired. If you can stay, if the park is open past fireworks and you can stay, I highly recommend it. This is what you have to look forward to. No one anywhere. Lines shorter than they've been all day. My brother and I used to just ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad over and over and over again. It's the most magical time to be in Magic Kingdom. Sometimes I come here while the fireworks are ending so that I just spend the last 2 hours here for fun. Enchanted Tales with Belle, not Dell, is a posted 10-minute wait. This really depends on how we're timed. If we hit it right when the show is starting, great. If not, great.
All right, just cruising the town. I'm getting nervous because I don't think that I can win this. I think that I've had it for a while, and now that I don't, I'm getting nervous. But I'm on Tomorrowland Speedway, so that's something.
Critical error. I just realized Laugh Floor closes at 10 as well. So I could have probably done Laugh Floor because it's only a 10-minute show and Carousel of Progress before 10. But I will not be able to do that because I'm standing in Enchanted Tales for Belle waiting for it. I don't think I can make it over there. It's 9:43 now. By the time I get there,
That is the, oh, hello. That is the fastest I have ever driven around Tomorrowland Speedway. I mean, I was bumping, moving, scrooving, and grooving. Those aren't real words. I'm exhausted. I don't know if you could tell when I was trying to talk to Ariel and my brain didn't work, but no thoughts happening here, just move. So now we're gonna move on to, I think, Small World, and then back over to Adventureland because Magic Carpets never wanted to open today, thanks to the rain. So smooping and scrooving, mouse is shaking.
so basically I reasoned that I'm 100% sure I can only make it to 1 if I stay at Enchanted Tales with Belle. There is a slim to none chance, but you're telling me there is a chance that I could really get to Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor right on time, that I could make it over for the last show of Carousel of Progress. That is, I mean, that has to be, conditions have to be perfect for this to occur, especially because pathways are still blocked for fireworks. I'm walking as fast as I can. Oh man.
Okay, there's no rhyme or reason since I'm just finishing off rides throughout the park. So my next one is gonna be It's a Small World, which is the slow moving boat ride that Walt Disney himself helped create. Not this one, the one in Disneyland.
In absolutely wild news, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is down. So I don't know if it'll come back up by the end of the night, but that was definitely my plan for my last attraction of the evening. But I'm pretty sure that was Emma's plan too, so that will be an even situation for us if that's the case. If I can pull off getting both Laugh Floor and Carousel of Progress by 10, I may have peaked. It is 9:46 right now. I really don't think it's possible, but it kind of depends on when they let me on Carousel of Progress. If they'll let me on at 9:59, then that could happen as long as I'm literally seated at Laugh Floor or before 9:49, because that's only a 10-minute show. Regardless, this gamble is the right call because Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is only 10 minutes, so if I don't make it, I'll be off it sooner than I would have been off Enchanted Tales and go ahead and start working on my rides that don't close at 10 p.m. list.
Okay, we finished on Small World, tons of fun, ha ha, great time, ha ha ha. You know, just full of joy. Now, back to Adventureland for Magic Carpets of Aladdin and the Swiss Family Treehouse.
Back where it all started for me today, Tomorrowland. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor is one of my favorite shows in Disney World. It's only 10 minutes. It's a comedy show featuring the monsters from Monsters Inc. You'll see familiar faces, some new monster faces, and they do actively interact with the audience. It's super awesome tech, super awesome show in general. Very funny every time, and I love it. It is always a part of my Magic Kingdom day. Usually I do it midday and that we need AC and all the lines are a long time. But right now we're doing it at night.
Okay, we made it over to Magic Carpets of Aladdin. This is a Dumbo-esque ride that is just here in Adventureland. That's really about it. But it's themed to Aladdin. You get to ride on a magic carpet. This one is, you know, it's here. we don't necessarily recommend riding this one. If you're gonna go for something like this, go for Dumbo, or if you have kiddos, this is a great one.
All right, it looks like they're about to open the doors. I don't think I make it to Carousel of Progress, unless something weird happens and the show's a little shorter than usual, but I feel good about this because I'll now be freed up for the last hour right at 10 instead of at 10:10, which is what would happen with Belle.
That's when we collect your laughter. The more you laugh, the more power we collect.
I'm here, but it's a little bit hard to see, but I'm here and I'm on the magic carpets of Aladdin. 2 more things before I end my night with Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which unfortunately is currently closed.
I'm out of Laugh Floor. It is 10:15. I have 45 minutes. Obviously, I did not get to Carousel of Progress or Hall of Presidents or Enchanted Tales with Belle. But I'm okay with that. Oh man, this is gonna be close, I think. I have to get through all of the rest of my attractions that are still open to have a fighting chance against Emma, I think. If I am thinking about her day correctly, I don't know. It's hard to say because I haven't seen her and I don't know what she's up to or what her list looks like now. But I'm just gonna go in walking order at this point because that's all I can do. I do still have Genie Plus, so if I need to activate a lightning lane because something has a weirdly long line, I will. I don't think I'll need to though.
Here we are, Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, where you get to walk inside the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. It's a walk-through attraction. Your legs are gonna burn, but you're gonna have a good time if you're one of 2 people, a Swiss Family Robinson fan or myself. Here we go.
All right, I am rolling up to Tomorrowland Speedway. Tomorrowland Speedway is an attraction where you drive a little car around a little road. I actually enjoy this one at night, but I usually enjoy it because I'm riding with Emma, not against her. But it is fitting because it's a race. It has a bit of a line, honestly, but I think it's fine. Let's do it.
There it is, the prettiest view in Disney World. Okay, we're on our way down. Also, Swiss Family Treehouse is very slippery after it's rained, just so everybody knows. You know.
Off to the races. I'm laughing so hard. That coffee has extended my gremlin hour. Gremlin hour is what we call it when you kind of get the sleepies. I'm gremlinin right now. I'm having so much fun.
Okay, here we are back at Mickey's Bar Magic. So I just missed the show starting, but I can't rewrite anything because I still have to do this and Seven Dwarfs. So, and I'm probably ending my night here with my opera glasses.
30 minutes, 4 attractions. They're all in Fantasyland though. Back in Storybook Circus, Barnstormer. It's a 5-minute wait. I think. I don't know. I can't really read that from here, but it looks like a 5. So gonna hop on Barnstormer, which is sort of the kid-geared coaster. This is a great one to intro your kid to roller coasters on, but surprisingly fun. I think this is one of the most fun kid coasters I've ever been on. Loved it when I was a little kid. Another one that my brother and I used to ride over and over again. I'm on Barnstormer. It was a posted 5, actual 0 for Barnstormer. 3 more rides after I get off this one. Luckily, it's a short ride. Woo! Since there was literally no one in line for Barnstormer, they were letting people on it fly again, which is another of my favorite things about riding rides late night is you can just stay on and keep riding. I used to do that a lot with People Mover when I was younger. I've done it with Big Thunder, done it with Barnstormer. Unfortunately, we don't get to stay on Barnstormer. We can actually do re-rides to up our numbers, but only when there is nothing else available in the park that we haven't ridden. And I'm not sure that's gonna happen tonight because we're rushing. There still appears to be no sign of life at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Might mean it's off the list, unfortunately. But there's still technically time in the night. It just is very late, so it's possible it won't hit. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is a posted 5-minute wait. Looks like pretty much a walk-on. 15 minutes, 2 rides. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is still down. I'm just losing hope in it coming back up. because it just seems weird that they would want to bring it back up for the last 5 minutes of the park day. It seems like a lot of effort. So I'm not very hopeful there. It's still down, which means we might be on our last attraction with the carousel. Carousel done. And I can see 7 Dwarfs Mine Train from here and it's still not open. So I'm just gonna stay on the carousel because it's not full. And the cast member said that I could stay on, just like Barnstorm over there. What better way to end the day than with a carousel marathon? Clock is striking 11 at Pinocchio's as I'm on the carousel.
Okay, just finished up in Mickey's PhilharMagic. We have about 3 minutes left until the park closes. And I'm kind of in reride territory technically, but there's no better way to end a night at Magic Kingdom than going back to the carousel. Just because we can. And I bet there's a familiar face on here. There she goes. End of the night. We made it together. I'm exhausted.
This is my 3rd time in a row on the carousel and no one has asked me any questions.
Well, it's pretty much just us, so that's good. Okay, we don't know each other's score yet, but it's not a Magic Kingdom night with the two of us.
It's not a Magic Kingdom
unless we are ending at the ice cream parlor. We're freezing. We're
been
cold.
talking about this all day.
The only thing we knew about each other is that we were beaten up here.
We're exhausted. So
we want to
tired.
go home.
Can't
It's
wait
a
to
late
shower.
night.
After.
Plaza Ice Cream Parlor.
There's something about this.
The next time you come and you do this, you have your Plaza Ice Cream on Main Street. Whether it's day or night, feel free, whenever.
Yeah.
Tag us in your pictures because we want to see it.
Yes.
This is our favorite thing and we want you to be involved with it and we want to feel the joy with you.
Yeah.
Tag us in your pictures.
Please. AllEars.net on Instagram or AllEars Emma, AllEars Quincy, any of those. Okay, so we did a day. Today our competition, you saw 2 different strategies, 2 different courses as we tackled Magic Kingdom. Who did the most attractions character shows? What was your count?
I don't want to.
Let's say it at the same time.
Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1,
35.
36. First of all, within 1 of each other.
I actually have chills for that. I'm not even kidding. I can't even be mad about that.
I thought we were going to say something. I thought we were about to tie.
I didn't think.
Yeah, I think just in general what this shows is that you can get everything you want to done in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Have your list of priorities. We took 2 meal breaks.
We did.
One of them was about an hour.
Yeah.
One of them was about 30 minutes. So if we had gone lunch on the go like we do for a lot of these challenges, but you can get the things you want to get done in Magic Kingdom done. You just have to have a good strategy. It was a $22 day today. It was relatively busy, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't struggle with, I think I only used 6 genie pools, maybe 7.
I don't know how many genie. I'll have to.
It
figure
wasn't.
that out.
I
It
was
was
not
very
staring at my
casual
phone.
genie.
I was pulling genie when
Yeah.
I knew that it would help me, and mostly I was just on standby.
I
So
will say both of us also utilized the rain, which is not fun, and most people don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
we got a lot done during the rain time, and
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily stuff that was indoors. But if that's what matters to you, and you want to make sure you're maximizing, utilize
that.
the rain.
Yeah.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch Emma and I attempt to go to every Disney theme park in the United States in one day. We'll see you there.